If you're here, there's a good chance you've been thinking about one person far more often than you want to. They're on your mind when you wake up, they're there in the background of your day, and they're often the last thing you think about at night. You may have tried to stop, you may have told yourself this isn't right, and yet it keeps putting you back in. You might find yourself checking your phone far more often than you'd like to, replaying conversations and analysing every small detail for any meaning. And you feel a lift when they engage with you and a drop when they don't. Sometimes it feels hopeful and other times it feels just unbearable. And you may be caught between these two very different parts of yourself. One part that knows that this just isn't sustainable and another part that still wants it badly. That tension can be just exhausting. What you're experiencing is called limerence, and it's not just attraction, and it's not simply about the other person. It's a very specific pattern involving obsessive thinking, emotional dependency, uncertainty, and reinforcement, which together create a powerful psychological loop. That's why this doesn't respond well to willpower. If it were just a matter of logic, you would already have stepped away. But limerence is maintained by hope and uncertainty, intermittent attention, fantasy and mental rehearsal, and emotional reward. Every small interaction, every imagined possibility can reset the cycle again. So even when you try to pull back, something keeps drawing you back in. This is where people often start to feel something is wrong with them. But what's actually happening is much more specific than that. You are caught in a pattern. And once that pattern is properly understood, it becomes possible to start stepping out of it. Not instantly, not by force, but in a structured, deliberate way. I'm Dr. David Perl, and I've worked with many individuals and couples dealing with limerence, emotional affairs, and complex attachment patterns. I'm a qualified medical practitioner, psychotherapist and counsellor, and a leadership coach. And I've also experienced limerence myself. So this isn't just theory, it's based on my own real lived experience. That's both personally and professionally. Over time, I began to see that with my own limerence, it follows a consistent structure. And more importantly, that it can be understood and worked through. The limerence recovery video was created to give you that structure. Inside the program, you'll learn what limerence actually is, beyond labels and confusion, why the attachment feels so powerful, what keeps resetting the cycle, and what needs to change for things to begin shifting. This isn't about forcing yourself to let go. It's about understanding what's happening so that you can begin loosening its grip. You can go through the material in your own time. There's no pressure to explain your situation to anyone. No need to justify how you got here. Just a clear, structured way to begin making sense of things. For many people, the first shift is simply this. Things start to feel less confusing, less overwhelming, more understandable, and from there, change becomes possible. If you're ready to start understanding what's happening and begin taking back control, click the button below and start the Limerence Recovery video series.